Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're having a good Friday night. Hope everybody's doing well in the hollers. I feel like I have to talk Southern because everybody in this case seems to talk Southern. Cracks me up. Yeah, we're going to go down yonder and we're going to dig deep into this case and we're going to. I can't talk with the Southern voice very good because I'm a Northern girl, okay? I'm from up north, and so I know I said I never go on camera, but you know what? Who cares? I gotta talk to you, and I have some things to say, and anyways, so I hope everybody's doing good. There's a lot of gossip, a lot of little things going on with Candus. She's getting drunk and saying she's probably doesn't love Don, and you know, I just don't believe her. I'm sorry, it seems like she gets drunk and says this stuff, and I just really don't believe it. So, I don't know. You know, fool me once, Candace. I don't know if you're going to keep fooling me because, you know, she can put on the show and she can turn on the tears. So I did this big video for everyone last night. I was super excited about it. I went live, right? I got my laptop out and I went live. I was so excited. It seemed like the video was turning out fantastic. And I literally sat there and talked to myself for an hour because it would never load and never. I mean, I did all these things. My God, I don't know what I'm doing on this internet. I'm not kidding. So, anyways, I'm not real computer savvy, so you gotta give me a break here. So, anyways. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff being said about Candace and thinking she's going to throw him under the bus, but I don't really think so. And some people have even mentioned that she might get them kids, the boys back, and I pray to God not. If you guys can call there, if you live by there, call that protective service office and tell them that that is not a good idea. Have they watched YouTube? They need to. Trust me. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. And I know many of you are big defenders of Candace and Don. I mean, there's many of them out there, and you want to believe that they didn't do anything, so. But I am of a different opinion, and I'm not going to dislike you just because you have a different opinion than me. But I have a bad feeling from day one that this family, is involved with Summer's disappearance. I'm going to say her name because I think she needs to be remembered all the time. Summer Wells. She's a missing 6-year-old out of Rogersville, Tennessee, Kingsport. She's about 3 foot tall and she weighs about 40 pounds. And she last had a shaved head, but if she's still around, she's still alive. Her hair's grown longer, but she is a towhead, blondie, adorable. So if you have any information, if you know anything about the Summer Wells case, I encourage you to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. You can remain anonymous and, you don't know what it could be that would help. So anyways, I told you that I wanted to do all these suspicious things about Jody Sue, and I do. But first, I feel like I need to do all the suspicious things about Candus, okay? Because I feel like she has a lot of suspicious things, okay? So, all right, I'm going to start. And this is what I went through in my live video, and it never turned out. Okay, so number one, Candus has added to her story since day one. And you know she has, because first it was just a simple mom went for a walk. She was only gone a few minutes, and Summer was gone. And then it was, the whole trip all day. And then it was, they just came home, planted flowers, and that was the only story. But then it got added to as she went along, because Candus knew that she had to count for a time frame, a timeline. And the thing is that she just kept adding to her story, like, oh yeah, we put groceries away, we did laundry. And I just, like I told you, I don't buy that, because Candus doesn't seem like the type that really keeps up with her laundry, and I'm sorry, or anything in the house much. And I'm not going to judge her, because I'm not perfect in my housekeeping skills. This house is a mess right now. I've been sick, and I got to get at it. I shouldn't even be online, but I am. I got work to do, and my kids are going to come over for dinner, and I'm so excited for tomorrow. I miss my grandkids and my family, so it's been about 2 weeks since I got to see them, so I'm pretty excited. But anyways, so number one is she keeps adding to her story and changing it a little bit here and there, tweaks it. Number two, Candus and Dad could not believe that Summer was lost, but immediately thought abduction. I want to know why, because all them woods, they got like 11 acres, and then all the other woods all around them and the properties. I mean, I would want to believe that my daughter got lost before I would want to believe that she was abducted out in the middle of nowhere with my dogs, and I'm home, and Grandma's home, and the boys are home. So it's pretty weird, right? But anyways, so I just think it's strange that was their immediate response, abduction. Number three, Candace likes to pick up strangers and have people with sex records, sex offender records around her kids. And that is a fact. She's had people staying on her property, Billy. She's had Jose, whatever his name is. She's had a lot of people around those kids that were sex offenders. So I find that very suspicious, and it reminds me that maybe she did have a drug house or a trafficking house. I can't say that for sure. I'm just saying it seems suspicious. Number four, Candus is a drug addict and an alcoholic. And I'm not sure if you realize this, but a lot of people who are alcoholics and drug addicted, they can get into, it just seems like there's like sex abuse that goes along a lot of times with alcoholism. It's sad and it's sick, but I'm just saying it seems to happen. Also, number five. So the reason it's suspicious to me is she could have did something, while she was drunk or stoned. Number five, Candus abused all of her children and already lost 2 kids, plus the boys, all 3 boys. And then she gave one up for adoption, she said, to an agency, supposedly. And then Summer went missing. So that's like, 5, 6, 7 children. And so, that's suspicious, It's hard to believe her with that against her. And then number 6, Candus, I believe, was S8 herself. I believe it was going on in the Wells house. And I believe it went all through her family. Number 7, Candus has worked for a carnival. And I'm sorry, but there's a lot of shady people that work for the carnival. And a lot of trafficking things goes on with the carnival people. Number 8, Candus gives alcohol and smokes and things to a young boy and texts him and may have had an inappropriate relationship. And so she doesn't really think about, if she's influencing a child, because Hunter was a child. He's just a teenage boy. I don't know. So, number 9, she is accused of the kids having body lice, rats in the house, and unclean. And I'm sorry, but that is, a thing against her. Number 10, this bothers me the most. I'm going to tell you, this is the worst of the worst. Almost every picture that Candus has of Summer, she's filthy, she's bruised, she's unkempt, she looks malnutrition. And I don't know why any mother in their right mind would take pictures like that if your kid's looking that bad. I mean, I would never dream of it, I'm sorry, unless it was to laugh because they were that dirty, one time thing. But man, that's just crazy to me. You get a washcloth but that speaks volumes of what she thinks about her life and about her children. If you would just take, it's like a derogatory picture. And, like there was a picture of her where she was really mad in the car. She looked really angry. And then there's another picture where she's upset, and you can tell she's really upset, but she's got her legs all spread open, and it looks like she either peed her pants or something else is going on. I'm sorry, but there's a big, huge wet spot in between her legs, and Candus is just sitting there videotaping this, whoever's videotaping this, and I was really uncomfortable with that. And I think if you're okay with being like derogatory to your child, I don't know. Like, I know it's probably just to her, to Brandy, it's an endearing name to call Michael Vaughn monkey. But to me, it's derogatory. Like, he's not a monkey. And what are you going to do? Go out and call him monkey? Hey, monkey, why are you monkey? I mean, I'm sorry. I don't think people, and they usually say, FBI profilers say that if you use derogatory terms, when it comes to your children, that there's probably something going on suspicious. Okay, so number 11, Candus' sister is missing and has never been found, and that's really weird. That's suspicious to me. And number 12, Candus is a domestic violence victim, and there have been times that, like, mothers have been mean to their kids because their spouse is abusing them. So, and they're in a really risky situation. Children are when you have domestic violence going on. Anybody could get hurt. Number 13, Candus likes to play jokes, and she can put on fake tears in an instant, like the Hope she did, Number 14, Candus has not been searching, and she hasn't been, she's fixing up the house, but she ain't doing a whole lot, okay? I'm sorry. But Candus seems to enjoy all the donations she's been getting, and she has made a lot of money so far. That's that. Number 22, Candus had a video tape the swing. She did the swimming on the way home. I'm just saying. So then they plant flowers, and there's no video of her, and there's no pictures of Summer. So that's why I do not believe she made it home. Number 23, there are reports that Candus was always evading CPS. Number 24, Candus does not watch or supervise her kids. We've seen her sleeping in church. Hunter said Candus seems to forget that she even has the kids with her when she's drinking, and has thought that Summer's been lost before. And the neighbor said that the kids did wander. And also, Candus locked her kids in the house. So she was leaving them alone, and she wasn't watching them good. And 25, the last thing, Candus talks about Summer in the past tense. And she recently said she had to put Summer aside because the boys are living, and she needs to focus on that. And that's a big red flag. I mean, why would you say that? Is Summer not living? When Benny Keys asked her what her first passion, or what was her passion, what did she want the most, she started talking about food and stuff, and not even her daughter. And someone was in the background reminding her that she needed to talk about Summer, to say find Summer. I'm sorry, but that's just really bad. Oh, I missed a whole page. I'm sorry. I missed number 15. Candus rarely shows emotion or cries. You know, like even days after she went missing, she was gone to a garage sale and taking kids to the festival like nothing happened. Number 16, Candus is violent and threatening, and she did threaten CPS and Walmart. Number 17, Candus was okay with Don showering the Summer and sleeping with him, and to me that's enabling. When you know it's not good behavior, when you know that it's not real good. So, number 18, Candus allowed sex offenders to stay the night, relatives, SA offenders. Number 19, many of Candus's friends and people around her blame her. Number 20, Candus was the last to see Summer. So, and I read you the other ones. But anyways, those are 25 things that are suspicious about Candus. So, I just wanted to say this just to add this in here. I can't keep this phone turned at me. I don't know how very good. I need to get one of those little handle things, buttons for the back. But anyways, I want to ask everyone, what are the chances? Okay, think of this. What are the chances that Candus starts drinking at 5:30 at the same hour that Summer went missing that day? Is it just coincidence, or is it a red flag? Is it suspicious? Okay, what are the chances that the boys got removed for previous issues, and Don and Candus didn't have something to do with Summer missing? I mean, okay, so what are the chances that trafficking isn't happening when all these SA offenders stayed on the property and they partied with the family? So what are the chances? I mean, they just stayed there, nothing happened, all these people went there with these kids, all these kids there. So what are the chances that trafficking could be involved? Is it just a coincidence that Candus took on her that day? This woman, I don't know. Is it? What's the chances, okay, that Candus wouldn't have something to do with it or did have something to do with it? Knowing that CPS was coming the next day and then Summer went missing. Is that a coincidence? Or is that a strange red flag to you? What are the chances in the coincidence? Is it a coincidence that Don drove the Subaru that day? Or do you think it's a part of this? What are the chances? What are the chances that two people go missing from a family? What are the chances that Summer was sexually abused, given the fact that her daddy did it to his stepsisters at the same age, at 5 years old, and then he slept and showered with Summer? So what are the chances? What do you think the percentage of a chance? I mean, could he, that he would do that to his daughter? I mean, what are the chances? What are the chances that Jody Sue was outside and heard all these things when she said she was sick and weak from her chemo treatment and taking a nap? I just find all these things suspicious, weird to me. These are only my opinions in this video. I mean, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. But in my opinion, the parents. So anyways, let's talk about Jody Sue just for a few minutes because, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people love and support her, but I find her suspicious and I don't know. Number one, these are 15 things that are suspicious about Jody Sue. She changed and altered and added to her story, to being sick with chemo, laying around, to running around, wading in the creek, and trying to hide her scent from the dogs. Weird, right? I think that's weird. Like, that's a super red flag to me, trying to get your scent so the dogs wouldn't be messed up. Number two, in past videos, she talks about hating other people's kids, saying things like she will lose her GD shit. She just wants to shake a kid, smother them, shake them to death. Kid could fall off a cliff. She didn't like kids on her property. And, she was always talking negative like that. Number three, she sure seems threatening and acts tough, and she acts like she could hurt people and commit violence, but she's a victim of domestic violence. I'm sorry, but that's really strange behavior if you're a victim of domestic violence, because usually you don't want to put yourself like in any kind of drama or chaos or scary situation. So look at my hair, my God. But anyways, she just seems, I don't know, I wasn't like that. I'm a domestic violence survivor. And I didn't want to talk to people about it. I was embarrassed. I thought maybe my friends would think less of me or my family. So it's just really weird the way she acts about it. Number four, she really got upset and cried on No Thanks Investigates with Doug when Andy got outed. She really got upset about that. I don't know why. That he was the drug dealer, that he was the weed dealer. On number five, somebody said to Ziggy, I think it was Jody Sue or someone, that Summer died on Saturday night, and Andy seen the body carried out. Now, that is a serious, serious thing to say. And if Summer died on Saturday night, they've been playing a game with us. Number 6. I know that Jody Sue says she has cancer, but yet she chain smokes. Why? I mean, she can't even make it through a video without smoking nonstop 20 cigarettes or whatever. Number 7. She talks so badly in her earlier videos about the Wells, and oh, here they come with another baby up on that hill. They had a car seat. Oh my God, another one of those annoying kids. And you know, I don't get it, because she talked about them kids hollering and yelling, and she's annoyed by kids and she didn't really like them, but yet now she's defending Don and Candus, and I heard her saying, oh, they wouldn't have did nothing. So, number 9, number 8, she's very threatening acting, but then she puts on the tears, so she's like 2 different people. Number 9, she talked about meeting up with the clan in the woods and inviting people, and that's pretty suspicious to me. So that's weird to me. Number 10, supposedly Jackie Dobbs changed his appearance and shaved his head because Jody Sue and Andy threatened him, and that's pretty bad. That's a big red flag. Why? Number 11, she did collect money from this case, and it didn't bother her one bit. Like I said, she tried to sell her shirt that she searched for Summer and auction it off, and that's disgusting to me. Anyways, number 12, Jody Sue's husband is accused of being the Ben Hill dealer, weed dealer, whatever, but still, they're shady people. Number 13, Jody Sue would have motive to sell and get rid of if Candus wasn't watching her. Maybe Summer wandered over. I'm not saying she did it, but you don't know what's going on down there. Number 14, Andy Jody Sue says, I'll burn the damn hill down. 15, Jody Sue did a video saying someone sent her an email or a text saying that they seen Jody Sue and they had pictures and she needs to tell the truth, and that she saw Summer that day, and she kind of like, whoever it was threatened her. But Jody Sue and people talking about these footprints now. First of all, did you ever think that they could be the boys' footprints? Okay, because they wandered all over. And second of all, I heard on one of the other channels that one of the searchers said that it was one of the neighbors' kids' footprints. So I don't know. Why do you think Summer would be running? I mean, why would she be running that far? I mean, if somebody abducted her, they'd be carrying her. I mean, she'd be making a racket too, so I just don't buy it. So I just want to ask you, so I'm just trying to get everybody in their place, in their perspective, so we can see who is the most guiltiest here and why. So what do you think Jody Sue's hiding? And why do you think she inserted herself into this case? So, like, she acts strange. She acts guilty of something or hiding something. And why? That's what, I don't know. Do you think she's guilty of something? Do you think she's hiding something? What do you think about that? So, after listening to all these suspicious things about Candus, do you think she is the guilty one? I mean, what do you think? I don't know. I have a lot of suspicions, but it that I want to tell you? No, I have no idea. I'm sure it's on something, written on something here that I'm missing. I don't know. But, I got a lot of notes here. But, so what do you think? Do you think Summer Wells has been sold? Has she been hidden? Is she being held hostage? Or is this a homicide? What do you think? Every day that passes by makes me think that she was trafficked. Or that Don didn't want anybody to find her. You know, wouldn't that be the best if she really was just hidden? I would love that. But I hope she wasn't trafficked or sold. But, you know, some of these other channels, Nita's World, Nana's Angels, different ones. I don't know which one I seen it on, but they talked about that Don and Candus might have stayed at a homeless shelter with Summer before. And that, what the heck, I'm trying to remember now. But they may have relatives in Boone, North Carolina. That's where they were. So if anybody knows, could you please leave in the comments if Don and Candus have any relatives in Boone, North Carolina, because that's supposedly where they were when they stayed in the shelter and they knew them. I don't know. So many things are so suspicious about everybody in this case, but I'm sorry, I just really don't believe Hunter's had anything to do with this. I don't think Allie's involved. I don't think other people took Summer. I think that Don and Candus know where she's at, and we're still waiting for that to come about. So I just want to say, don't get real excited, you know, about Candus saying, oh, I'm going to leave Don, and I don't really care about Don. Baloney. She'll be back with him as soon as he gets out of jail. And I think she likes to do that too, to get Don worked up so that he'll hear that kind of talk, and then he'll get upset. And also, you know, they're really toxic with each other, those two, Don and Candus. And also, you know, she just really likes to drink and then tell stories, but she don't really follow through with a lot of her stuff, I notice. I'm sorry, I don't think she should be being supported financially by anyone. Get a job. You don't beg on YouTube for money. I'm sorry to anyone on the internet. I think it's wrong. If somebody wants to give you a gift, that's one thing, but I just think it's wrong. You know, I'm not a big enough channel, so I'm not monetized, so I would never even accept money, even if I could get money on this channel, because that's not what I'm here for. And if you ever want to make a donation to someone, I would tell you to make it to EquiSearch, because they are the searchers that go in and look for these missing kids, and that you send it to your local K-9 units, that you send it to the reward fund. But I would never accept $1 from anyone for anything. I mean, why should you be paid to talk? I think it's strange. Oops. I'm sorry, I really do. People making money off missing people. Maybe some of the creators will watch my channel or sometime or watch this video, because I want to say that I don't know about everybody else, but I really hate intros into videos. Sometimes they're really loud. I just noticed that I can't stand the intros, and I always skip past them. So, you know, it's just something to think about. I'm not telling anybody how to run their channel. I just know what I don't like, so I have to fast forward them every time. Doesn't matter who it is. And I have to get past all the thank yous, because it's just too many thank yous. I mean, it's nice. I thank everybody for watching me. I think it's wonderful. But, you know, I can't get into that too much, because, like a lot of people, we don't have time to waste too much time on a video with any of these cases. I want to say that I think it's interesting that I've never listened to any of Donna, Serafina, Reverend Donna, whatever her name is. I've never listened to any of her readings or whatever she does. And, but someone mentioned, you know, that she's seen a power plant and she's and stuff. And you know what? In my dream, that coat, that little jacket of Summer Wells, it seemed like one of those big round things that I seen, one of those big round things from a power plant. And so I seen different pictures around the the Fort Henry Dam and Holson River, but for some reason it looked more like Holson River that this dream that I had of Summer Wells was in. So I just find it interesting that we were kind of like matching up some things. I didn't even know about it, but you know, I don't doubt that God gives her visions, and you know, God can give people visions and understanding. Okay, but anyways, I know there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. I want to tell you, I watch a lot of I Survived shows too, because I like real life, true stories. I survived these crimes or whatever. And I just want to say something to the women out there tonight, all my sisters who've been in, who maybe grew up around the same era as I did. And we were always told, you know, as women, if somebody tries to attack you, holds a gun against you or a weapon, don't try to fight them. Don't try to get away. Don't do anything that might hurt you, because he'll overpower you. And I have just seen so much bad stuff going on. Women getting abducted, kids getting abducted. And I just want to say to you, this is my opinion, and I feel like I just want to let you know that if somebody like came up to me in a parking lot and like had a gun on me and said, I want you to get in the car, I would not get in the car. I'm sorry, I would take my chance. I would scream, I would run, I would zigzag. Because here's the thing, the person that is abducting you does not want to be noticed and does not want any attention, because if they did, they wouldn't be trying to do this, you know, secretly. So they're not, I'm sorry, they're not going to shoot at you in an open parking lot. They're not going to do that. And if they do, well, it'd be better to take chances that uh, maybe you do get shot in the leg or the back or something, better than taking off in a car somewhere in the middle of the woods and never to come back. I feel like you should fight back, and I feel like you should do whatever you have to do to survive. If you're ever in the trunk of a car, some of them have latches now. If they're a newer car, that you can pop that trunk right open. But remember, there's usually a crowbar in people's trunks that you could break out the back tail lights and stick your hand through them. You could sit there and pound on that lock and try to get out of that trunk. Just keep prying it, keep pounding, keep trying to, don't just be silent, don't just give in. You have to fight for your life. I mean, it seems scary to even think about, right? But you would not believe this. In Texas, I believe it was Texas, I seen it. One of these missing, it was called Missing Child Alliance or something. And I went on their website tonight, and I am not kidding you. There was hundreds and hundreds of children, all girls and boys, all the same age group, like in the 14, 15, 16 age range, all missing just in the past couple months, like since January. I mean, come on, what is going on? Who took all these kids? Where are they? I mean, I couldn't believe it. A lot of them out of Texas, too. So we need to keep an eye on that, We need to sound alarms when we see a lot of things like that and bring it to the attention of other people and the media. Something's going on. That just seems so unreal to me. I could not believe it. That many kids since January, all the same age, all boys and girls, not just one sex. Very, very strange. Some of them just this month went missing. A lot of them this month. Isn't that weird? So keep your eye out and, be an advocate for the missing. All these missing people do not have a voice. We are their only voice. Anybody that will remember them, anybody that will fight for them, anybody that'll do anything to help these missing people. Whenever I see the TBI on Facebook or on a news thing, I always comment and say, we got to find Summer Wells. Where is she? She's still missing. It's been 8 months. What are we doing? Where is she? Where's that little girl? If there's something from Colorado, I used to say, where's Susan Morphew? What are you doing about it? What are you going to do? And I think it's really important that you keep their names out there and you keep these cases alive. And I appreciate all the people who talk about all kinds of missing people, because I thoroughly enjoy missing and cold case documentaries. I want to find them. I want to try to see if there's any leads or anything, because some of these cases, have been sitting in a cold case back room, unresolved. And I feel terrible about that, because there's so many people who just need us to be their voice and to remember that they're missing, but they're not alone, because they got people out here that will fight for them. I was watching these parents on another channel. Some parents, I think it was from a different country, and they were crying out for their child, for somebody to bring back their child. And I thought, well, wow, if he was watching, they wanted to make sure if he was watching that he knew that he was loved and that his mother was looking for him. And I thought, boy, I bet you if Summer Wells is alive and she's and if she could see something like that, wouldn't it be nice if her mother made a plea for her like that with the news media? It's very sad. You don't realize, if somebody's missing, they want to know that someone's fighting for them, that someone's still looking for them out there. They don't want to know that they've been put to the side, and they don't want to know that, we're moving on and doing our own thing. You got to fight. You got to try to keep fighting and trying to find these people. I pray every night, almost every night I try to, for Susan Morphew, that she would be found, and Summer Wells, and Michael Vaughn, and Orson West, and Maya Malete. There's so, and Oakley, and all these cases. I pray for these people to be found, and for peace and resolution for them, because they deserve justice. They deserve to be found. And so I won't give up on any of them. None of them. And like I said, I love Susan Morphew and I want to see her get justice. And I believe old Barry Boy's Lion Leroy, Sweetie Pie calls him, Sweetie Pie Low calls him, and that's the truth. He is a Lion Leroy. And then he gets his family on to try to paint him like he's innocent. He wouldn't do anything. Well, it sure is a lot of coincidences, isn't it? That they're fighting a couple days and she goes missing. It sure is. It's a big coincidence, huh? Right, Barry? Spousal abuse and spousal homicide happens a lot. And I wouldn't be surprised if Barry was seeing Shoshana, his girlfriend, before June, because that's when supposedly they got together, June or July. Wow, Suzanne just went missing in Mother's Day, the day before Saturday. So, that's pretty quick for him to have a girlfriend, but I wouldn't doubt if she knew him before then. Maybe she's involved. She seems kind of shady and, avoiding questions to the FBI and the CBI. So, yeah, they found her strange too. So how do we know she didn't help him? So, but anyways, I just wanted to come and talk about a few things tonight, but mostly about the suspicious things that I find in the Summer Wells case with Candus and Jody Sue. Now, if I had to pick someone other than Jody Sue, other than Candus and Don and Grandis, it would be Jody Sue and Andy. So, and some of these other people that live around there after that. But I don't think she was abducted. I think her parents abducted her right out of the driveway. And that flash of red that Jody Sue claimed she seen in the driveway, well, flash through the driveway, that very well could have been Don coming through the back way. I heard some lady, I don't even remember her name, but I was listening to this channel last night, and she said that Jody Sue reminds her of, makes her want to go eat chicken and dumplings at Cracker Barrel, and she does. She's got that kind of chicken and dumplings face, and she was funny. But I'm not trying to hate on Jody Sue. I don't really know. But I do find her suspicious, and I do find her mean to kids. I do find her mean to people and fake, shady. Shady AF, they say. So, yeah. But, anyways, we got a bad storm here, and all the trees were falling down everywhere. I was so scared. like a bad ice storm. Every single tree and branch was covered with ice, and there were just trees falling around us, and it really scared me the other night. So yeah, we got a lot of snow, we got a lot of icy roads, so I ain't going very far from the house. I have to buy groceries like to last me usually for the week because I don't like to go out that often to the store in the wintertime. So once it gets nice out, I'll be glad to get in my garden. I'll be glad to go outside and videotape, and that'll be a lot of fun. I know I'm getting sick. I'm getting cabin fever, sick of the winter. I get depressed when it gets like this, and there's no sunshine. It's just, it's tough when you live in a state that don't have a lot of sunshine. We only get 3-4 months of it here in Michigan. So, but anyways, well, I just love everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. There's some good channels out there. You just gotta go looking for them. Just put some names in the search bar, and you can find out a lot more information. I haven't, like I said, all I've seen is the gossip about Candus carrying on. That's the only thing really new. So we haven't really heard much. And as far as Don detoxing, well, he is. He can't drink no more. That's the best kind of detox you're going to get right there, the most powerful. You're done drinking. And hopefully he stays off it when he comes out. I don't have anything against people drinking alcohol. I'll drink a glass of wine maybe once every 6 months, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's just if you get carried away and it wrecks your life and you can't control your life, and so it's when people learn that they are powerless over their addiction and they surrender and let God help them with it, that's when they can recover. So, and if you are an alcoholic or if you are an addict, I would encourage you to go to AA and NA and Al-Anon. I went to Al-Anon for a long time, for years, because I loved the support group. And I had a lot of alcoholics in my family. And there's a lot of behaviors that go on and things that you learn in an alcoholic family that are not good traits. And, I really had to learn to let go and detach a lot of things. So that's why I was going to Al-Anon. But those are really good groups, and them are some really good supportive friends for, you can't party. And it's best to make good friends that, are on the same page as you, in the same place. And I met a lot of nice people in them groups, and if you're struggling, I would recommend you to go get involved in one because they're very helpful. Or if you have a relative or a spouse or family member who drinks a lot or uses drugs a lot, it would be helpful for you to go as a spouse or as a parent or as a whatever, a mother, father. It encourages you and helps you to detach with love, so you're not so wrapped up and absorbed into the problem, and you learn to take care of yourself and let other people take care of themselves. When you enable people in their lives, they don't get any better. And the same with helping, like Candus and Don, that only enables them in their life. They need to come to the end of their end so that they can change, so they can realize that their life's messed up and they got to turn it around. So, and I don't know if they can. I don't know what happened this summer. I don't know what they did this time. But something bad happened. So anyways, I hope everybody has a great night. That you have a wonderful weekend. And I'll be seeing you soon. And stay warm, stay safe, and take it easy. Don't get worked up over the rumors. So, anyways, have a great one. God bless you. Love you. Bye.